Good day. Welcome to Words of Wisdom. This beautiful summer's day. Beautiful. The sun is shining. The sky is blue. There's little wisps of cloud about. It's just amazing. I've got might turn it down a little bit slower. My fan going just to keep it cool for us while we're sitting here at my magic table. And I was pondering about what it is that I was being called to sort of talk about, and I was tidying up and I was looking through my journal from last year on the 12th of August. And I was letting go of things and people that were no longer going to be part of my journey, and I didn't really realize it then, because it's really hard sometimes to do that, isn't it? It's sometimes really hard to let go and say, okay. And sometimes I think back, if I'd done that sooner, would things have changed sooner or whatever? But this time last year, I moved into this house. I bought my own house. I moved again. I had another huge transformation in my life. So I was doing something right about really just forging forward and going on. And today is our last day, really, for that energy of the 8-8 portals. So whatever you've put in place now, whatever you've decided, what have you. And then when I was then my phone went, it was my daughter I was chatting to her. I looked up, and in my pen pot up here on my shelf, I looked and I saw this. And it actually made me feel quite emotional. Thank you for being part of my story. I noticed the lovely feather. Thank you for being part of my story. And when I read, I was watching a particular reader, I was talking about a particular person, I was very invested in particular things a year ago. I just thought, yeah, I want to say thank you for being part of my story, because those people that were in my life then and were part of my story then inspired me, helped me, transformed me, changed me, pushed me. Sometimes it was easy and sometimes it was really hard and painful and hurtful, and the number of nights of crying and having to really pick myself up and force myself to go forward, force myself to believe and trust no matter what. Days were dark, where days were quite, there was no sunshine. And but all in all, when we look back, and I look back at that time period, I can say to them, thank you for being part of my story, because now I sit here with you guys. I get a lot more connection with spirit. I feel I have grown as a person. I am very much more excited this time round, and in a very different place energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, definitely spiritually. And if that bee flies in again today, I literally am going to see a very different story this year. So from now until next August, it'll be interesting to see what I put down in my journal and what my story is. So let's see what our story is. Let's ask the tea leaf fortune cards today. What is our story? I also, before I start, I want to do the summer spell, because I feel it's time again. The sun is here and it's beautiful and a bit of sunshine, and we all feel summery again. I've been sitting out in the sunshine. So let's do the summer spell and then we will start. We've got our runes on the table, we've got our tea leaves, and we'll take it from there. All right, so summer spell. Sun be high and skies be clear. I call my power, I bring it near. Burn away what's held me back. Light my path, no fear, no lack. Let old wounds close and shadows fade. May joy grow wild in every shade. With open hands I call what's mine. Peace and passion by design. I bloom like fire, wild and free, the truest, boldest form of me. So mote it be with heart aglow, the summer is mine, let magic flow. As above, so below, as within, so without, as it is, and so it is. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. Thank you so much for that. That is really lovely, beautiful. Right, just wet that up a little bit. Okay, so our beautiful runes today. Oh, and this is another thing. Today's message, are you ready? If you miss the sunset, there will still be starlight. So what is meant for you will always find you. If it's on your path, it's meant for you. It's on your path. And then if I turn over, it says, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So this is very interesting. Very, very interesting, considering I was talking about a year ago and the people that were in my life then, and how I thank them for my story, thank them for my changes, you know. So a friend in need is a friend indeed. Okay, my friends, here we go. Let's do this. So our beautiful runes today, we have got magic on the table, our unicorn. Beautiful, beautiful unicorn. He's out. He's magic. And we've got, ooh, lots of little ones here. That is beautiful. All right. So our first one, Jira. Second one, I think that's Jira. Could be. Is that Nautilus? Yes, Nautilus. That's, oh, yes, that's the way it wants to go. And I guess that came out yesterday, I think. All my runes this morning. Oh, it was Manaz this morning. Manaz. Right. So, beautiful, beautiful runes. Let's see what our message is from our runes today. And then we will get our fortune cards underway. Oh, that is strong energy. Wow. Wow. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for this, Spirit. This is lovely. We're on our way. We're off. We're off and running. We're doing this. We're learning. Debbie can't remember the names of all the runes, but she's getting there. She's getting there. I am getting there. I promise. One of these days I'll be like, yep, that's it. All right. So we've got Helgelaz, which is this rune, Helgelaz. And this is a little bit about chaos, interference, but it's also about transformation. So I'm going with that because that's what I was talking about right in the beginning, how circumstances change. And sometimes we have no control over those circumstances. How we behave, react, respond, what have you, how we learn to deal with our circumstances, we do have control over, all right? And often we forget that. We allow the circumstances to control us sometimes. So, you cannot control or fix interference. In other words, resistance is futile. While this may be a frustrating time, know that your course is being corrected for reasons beyond your understanding. You may be forced to take a new approach, which will become clear with patience, perseverance, as well as an ability to analyze your situation without attachment to an outcome. Right? We can't force or control things. We shouldn't force. It is futile. It's futile to try and stop what is written in our soul contracts, honestly, because it will come. If it's meant to be, it will be. Now there are moments the Spirit will say, well, we think you're ready. And you'll be like, oh, I don't think I am. You are. If Spirit is sending it to you, you're ready. Okay? And that's really where we get a bit, overcome with fear and anxiety. We feel that fear. That's true saying. If you feel the fear, do it anyway. Because honestly, on the other side of that is what is meant for you. We have Ehwaz. Would that be Ehwaz? Okay. Regeneration, rebirth, changes. What did I just say? Absolutely. So it's an extremely powerful symbol of the cycle of death and life. We go through our cycles. I was talking about a year ago, my yearly cycle obviously, as every time the Lionsgate portal comes along, I've got a transformation of some kind. But we also have longer cycles. I've got a 3-year cycle as well. I've also got a longer cycle. I've got a 7-year cycle. And that's, you can go back and pinpoint your cycles in your life to see very radical changes as you get more and more in touch with energy and flow and understanding of your journey. Don't resist the changes that are underway. Go with the flow. Exactly what we just said. Go with the flow. Don't resist these changes. All right? It's paving the way for a new and improved situation for you. We've then got Naughties, which is all about having patience. And it is a bit like that, you know, we know we're ready for that new I am. I'm ready for new love. I'm ready for new this. I'm ready for my new chapter. I know I'm in a very different place than a year ago, and I'm ready for that change. I know it's coming, but it'll come when it's coming. Divine timing is divine timing. Have patience. All you can do is live in your now. Keep going forward and trust that you are on that right path. So, magical workings focused on attraction or increase is that one. I'm just going through it very briefly for us at the minute because I don't think we need to. Oh, I wonder if it was Sowilo that we were looking at. Health and success, good health, light energy. It could be Sowilo actually rather than Iwaz, but we'll take Sowilo as well maybe. To think of whether it is about there's no darkness to obscure our vision anymore. It's the rune of light's victory over the dark. And it's funny how I was bumping on about that's exactly right. I'm here now. I'm very different place of where I was a year ago. If you journal, go back in your journals. It's so interesting to see. It really is. All right, let's have a look at this one. So Awaz is symbolic of the horse. All right, loyalty, faith, trust. It's a successful relationship between a horse and its rider. Isn't that interesting? And I was speaking to a neighbor of mine about loyalty and trust earlier on today, and how he's very loyal to this company that he always goes to. Now, they've done something wrong, and he's worrying about whether they're going to treat him correctly. And I said, well, you're treating them very nicely and loyal and being kind and always giving them your business. So surely you can expect a reciprocal relationship. And he has problems with relationships. So it's very interesting how it plays out in his life. So maybe there is something there. I'm talking about it for a reason. It's associated with movement and travel, as horses are keys of transportation. So there could be some travel on the cards. Definitely there's movement. This transformation is all about movement and change. So that's interesting. And then we have daggers. This one. Transformation and balance and breakthrough. So we've got a lot of that today on the table. Absolutely. Increased growth, prosperity, strength, good health, and general well-being are indicated with this rune. I love that. Good luck, promote positive transformations and an increase in wealth. You're turning the corner in a challenging situation, spiritual or creative breakthrough. So, go back a year ago. Go and see your breakthrough. Go on. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so what is this about? Let's ask Spirit, what can we expect? What is coming for us? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what Spirit says. If you miss the sunset, there will still be starlight. Something is coming. What is it? What is it that we can trust is on our path, please, Spirit? Oh, well then, marriage. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, my friends, you'll have to let me know. Marriage is on your path. That's transformation. So maybe there's a transformation in your relationship. transformation and how you feel about each other. Transformation. Maybe you're just going to meet someone very soon and get married. Wow, marriage is on the cards. I love it. Let's just talk love, shall we, today? I think so. The sun is shining. We'll just talk love. Oh, in May. I love that. Before next August, in May. And May is kind of springtime, isn't it? I love that. May. And there it is. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Marriage in May. I love that. Okay, let's go. Let's go from here, Spirit, please. And if we could have some more detail on this marriage in May. What is to come for my wonderful person who's watching this? I'd love to know if you are expecting to get married in May next year already. Let me know if you come across this. It would be nice to know. It's a massive transformation for you, perhaps. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, well, we're getting a huge amount out. Okay. No, this is too much. This is really too much. I'm not going to take any more than this. Okay. We have hidden secrets. Oh, victory of some endeavor. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I love this 5. Victory. Victory in some endeavor. It's like the numerical 5. Look. That for me almost feels like the transformation. Okay. Time to act. It is time to act. Maybe something to do with these secrets, because I put it near that card. There's some sort of secrets. It's time to act. Maybe you should make this be aware of the secret. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Victory in some endeavor. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding with a torch. I love that with their transformation. We were talking about that actually. Reconciliation. Oh, now guys, where are we going? That's beautiful. Reconciliation. We have good fortune. We also have spiritual guidance, protection from harm. We have a protection from a person who's a powerful friend. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. A sorrow and a wish is granted. That came out yesterday or day before. Problems to be resolved. Time to act. Time to act, my friends. Okay. Right. So let's have a little look at this. Let's see where we're going. Because I feel like this marriage is a wish that's been granted. Something about enlightenment, awareness, and understanding with this torch has been brought up. It's a victory for you. It's a victory. There's something you've really increased your efforts to achieve a goal in some way. There's been a reconciliation. Now I'm trying to decide All right, so bearing in mind that we've had a lot of sort of transformation in the runes, Hulgaz can be a little bit about, you know, watching your back sort of thing and that type of thing, but don't worry, things change, all that, and we have got magic on the table. I think, you know, the idea of this marriage, somebody might need to hear that what you are worrying about, okay, is really something that it could be a sorrow over a loss of maybe when you want to be getting married, certain people can't be with you. It could be something you need to obviously speak about. You need to be open with your communication. It's going to bring you good fortune, this wish. You know, it's enlightenment and an awareness of how you're behaving maybe towards this. You're having to resolve the problem perhaps with your spiritual development. Maybe this is what is something that you're working on right now, and it is to do with your relationship. It is to do with this reconciliation, this person that you've allowed back into your life in some way. If you are feeling it's time for reconciliation with somebody, you are being told it is time to act, because hidden secrets can harm you, and you won't solve your problems, I'm hearing, if you don't act. Everything to do with this relationship is going to bring about a massive transformation change in your life. So whoever you are, you need to increase your efforts to reconciliation with this situation, whatever it might be, whether you want to get actually married or it is just reconciliation with somebody that you have a very close spiritual and awareness bond with, somebody that you care deeply for. You know, marriage is about partnerships. So and this will bring for you this wonderful increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. The spirit, the sorrow over this loss, I'm going to put over here, because it's really important that you understand that this loss of this person is your transformation. A year ago, you were in a very different place, and you wished for change, and it's being shown to you again in some way in your life. You will take what resonates. You do have spiritual guidance. You do have protection. This is a destined partnership that is on this table. You also can rely on that friend, that powerful friend. Okay, there's somebody maybe in your life that is encouraging you in some way. Maybe they've just come into your life and you can't quite believe. But victory is some endeavor. Victory for this is a big undertaking for you. And you have got to get out. It's time to act. Hidden secrets will harm you. These problems can be resolved and need to be resolved. You need to get over this loss, this feeling of maybe they walked away from you, or why did they? You know, you need to go and work a little bit harder with your efforts to find the situation out. But it will bring you good fortune. It is your wish. This against you, this vulture, I think this is where you got stuck. Worry that someone is against you. Maybe that is what is stopping you from going forward over and sorting out this loss. Okay. It could have been because of a stubborn person. But it could equally be that you, my friend, are the stubborn person. So you've caused your own anxiety and depression by either listening to this aggressive, stubborn person, okay, this ram, this person that literally headbutts you. You kind of, I feel like you've been butting your own head against something. That's what I feel. And you've caused this in your own situation. Hidden secrets harm you. Is it somebody that has hidden secrets from you and you found out? With this understanding and awareness now, you know that this was hidden from you. Something was hidden from you that caused this. Beware of your pride. And there might be a financial pinch, which might be a block. And an older woman. Is this what's stopping you? Your pride? An older woman, a mother figure that has stopped this. I feel like this wonderful opportunity here. There's like literally sitting here, and then around it sitting here is this sorrow and loss and hidden secrets. But there's time to act. The lion's like roaring at you. It's time to act. Is somebody telling you about a financial pinch? Get the book. My name just literally flew from here, fell over, and flew onto the wishbone. Wish is granted. All right, lobster. Lobster, lobster, lobster. The lobster advises you to be especially responsible in dealing with your finances during the time frame shown. Failure to do so could result in a severe financial pinch. So we have May on the table. So was there something to do with your finances back in May? And an older woman. An older woman. We don't know if she's friend or foe, or whether the relationship is a romantic, financial, or social nature. Check your connection cards to reveal the nature of the older woman. Well, I've put her down on top of a powerful friend. I did put her down over here. So she possibly could be an older woman, could be dealings or relationship with an older woman. Or could this older woman be this partnership that you're wanting? And can bring you good fortune. Beware of your pride, my friend. Beware of great pride. Yeah. And be aware of others that puff themselves full of self-importance. Now, that came out with this older woman. So I'm wondering whether you will know. You must take what is resonating. Either this older woman is this partnership you're wanting with somebody, and you could be a younger person. And they will offer you great protection. They will be a powerful ally to you, a powerful friend, and bring you good fortune. And it is your wish for you, so you will know. Or it's an older woman that is full of self-importance and kind of perhaps has always had the ability to, maybe you are responsible for them financially, and they have always had the ability to, you know, stop you in some way from, or keep secrets from you, and you found out about them. Maybe they're the ones you're worrying about that are against you because they're on opposite sides of the table here. It's a big one. It's a big one. So there are two very clear things. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're talking about transformation. We're talking about change. We're talking about the opportunity here. Maybe this is an awareness you've come across. Your spiritual development enlightens. You know you're being guided. You're being guided to achieve your goals now. That you have to overcome this situation. There's a reconciliation for it. That you've got to be brave enough. I mean, the lion itself, time to act, is all about courage. So you really do want to overcome this problem. You know, this anxiety and sorrow and loss over it is, I think, a thing of the past. Maybe if you look a year ago, that's exactly where you were sitting, and it's taking you all this time. Perhaps you're thinking, why has it taken me so long? But we have good fortune on the table with the runes, and the runes are saying to you, it's time for change. Transformation. It's time to make that change. So if this resonates with you, it is all about change and going forward. I'm going to ask the cosmic cards if they will tell me. Cosmic insights. If we could get any more, little bit more detail. A little bit more detail. What is this situation on the table all about? What can we get some more guidance for, please, spirits? All right, 3 cards. Here we go. Are you ready? My dear friend, if you are watching this, open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. So you definitely have got a love situation. Get ready to be wined and dined. A date night is on the cards. So if you are watching this and you know this is your story and it hasn't happened as yet, reconciliation could come about because of this person maybe becoming more aware of these secrets. They want to solve their problem. Maybe this older woman helps in some way, whatever it might be. But this is spiritually guided. So we know that. The angels are pushing this. So open up your heart, my friend. It is about love. Love is on this table today. Get ready for date night. And yeah. He or she is either a water sign, either a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Or maybe that's you. Take what resonates. But I put it down and it's landed on top of our beautiful lion, which is time to act. So if you're the one that has to do this and you're watching this, you will be that water sign. And if you're watching this and you're not the one, but you know of the one, then that person should be that water sign. That's beautiful. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. I'm hearing that song. A love spell. It's a love spell. That's why all of this is coming about. It's a love spell. Maybe you started this love spell a year ago. Maybe longer, because I talked about cycles and I said mine 3-year cycle, but every year I have some sort of transformation on Lion's Gate. And it's funny how we have the lion and time to act. So this is a very relevant reading, and I'm very, very blessed to be able to give it to you. And it's lovely. It's beautiful. So if you miss the sunset, there will still be the starlight. And a friend in need is a friend indeed. And we had 2 of those cards, a powerful friend and a relationship with an older woman. So my friend, maybe it's me. I'm the relationship with the older woman helping you out here. Let me know if you go on that date night. Let me know if he shows up. Open up your heart. It's time. It's ready. As I said to you, new love for me. I'm ready. I'm in a very different place as I was a year ago. So let's see what involves. I'll share it with you, I promise, at some point when it comes true. Anyway, you take care, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of my story. Thank you for being part of my story. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you again soon. Words of wisdom.